I wanted to quickly talk about an advice I received from my friend. So there's this good book Olgivi on advertising, which is one of the best books on copywriting. Unfortunately, it costs 4,000 rupees because it is imported from United States. And I was wondering if I should purchase it or not. And I asked my friend that should I purchase this book? This is a really costly book and this will increase my monthly expenses. And God knows why he changed the topic. And he said, last year my company did not earn profits, like it went into losses. And like, okay, why did it go? Did your incomes come down? He's like, no, our revenues are good. Oh, then your expenses must have increased. He's like, no, again, our expenses are reasonable. So how on the earth can your profits reduce when your incomes have not come down, when your expenses have not increased? He said because our company put down a huge building in Delhi. I was like, that's not an expense, boss. That's an investment which will be useful for almost lifetime because you guys have purchased a real estate. So that's not an expense for the year to treat it as losses. And he said, that's exactly what I am trying to say as well. The 4,000 book which you are evaluating to purchase is not an expense for 1 month. It's an investment for lifetime. So don't divide 4,000 by 1 month. Divide 4,000 by next coming 40 years into 12 months. So your cost comes down to less than 10 rupees a month in that case. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But there's another problem. I don't consume enough content. I don't read enough. For instance, I used to have around 500, 600 books in my library, but I read hardly 250 of them. So basically just a 50% paisa vasool. Again he changed the topic. He's like, do you have OTT subscriptions? I said, yes, I have Hotstar and Amazon Prime and whatnot. He's like, okay, in 2021, how many web series and movies have you watched in total? So approximately 50 or 60, I said. And how much content, how many web series and total movies do you think there are on the platforms? And I'm like, in thousands. So he said, here's the ratio. Out of at least 5,000 movies, you have just watched 50 movies. So that's a 1% paisa vasool. On the flip side, when you look at books, you purchased 500 books and you read around 250. So that's a 50% paisa vasool. So as such, it's not a paisa vasool game. Knowledge is not paisa vasool. It's not that if you go to an unlimited pizza restaurant, you have to eat every single pizza till your stomach bursts out. But still, if you consider paisa vasool, with books, the paisa is much more vasool because you will read a lot of it. With content, you cannot consume that much content which these OTTs have. So again, it's also paisa vasool. And anyways, for OTTs, the spend is around 2 or 3,000 rupees per month. No one can buy a 3,000 rupees book every month. At least I don't. Therefore, in cost terms, it is absolutely paisa vasool. Second thing is, even if you think in terms of the knowledge, ultimately half an hour or 1 hour of that consuming a book or Udemy or Coursera is much better than consuming Netflix. Therefore, in every means that is knowledge is profitable. But you know what the problem is? The problem is that we cannot evaluate knowledge in terms of how we evaluate a building investment. Say for instance, when you think of a business, you put up a building, you will hire 300, 400 people to sit there. You can calculate the profitability of that business venture. But when you invest in yourself, you cannot calculate. For instance, I am a data analyst. Now, I might do a public speaking course, I might take a data science course as well. Now, for a data analyst, communication and presentation skills are critical. But if I invest, say for instance, 10,000 in a public speaking course and 20,000 in a data science course, I cannot attribute my success to these courses exactly. I cannot find the bifurcation. If I got a 100% increment, I cannot say that out of that 30% was because of public speaking and 70% was because of data science. So that is the only problem when you are talking about investment in yourself. Therefore, the only way out is you keep investing in yourself irrespective of the outcome. You just say that, okay, will this public speaking course be effective? Let's take it. Will this book be good enough? Let's take it. Let's buy it. Keep on investing in yourself. It's like putting a seeds. Keep on planting the right seeds. You don't know which seed exactly will mature, but you can be rest assured that these seeds will mature and grow into really, really tall trees. Thank you.